Hey, this is Kevin Stoda at the porch. We're on the porch here, and we're thinking about things that we need to change or improve in our lives, and we've been focusing on this all week. The topic for today is rules of time management. Now, I'm not the world's best to do this, but I know that one of the important things is to make a list, and that's what I did start today. But let's look at the rules according to um, Balanced Living magazine. And the title of the article is the three rules time management. I don't think I got that focused very well. There it is. Three rules of time management. Okay. Um, I'm Kevin Stoda, the host, and I hope you like this channel. The first step to achieving better control of your time is look at how you use your time now. It's like setting up a budget. What's your budget now on how you use your time? Okay. Um, then make a list of the things you do during the day or you're planning to do in the week, or even summarize a month's plan. But focus on one of those at a time. Um, Keep a record of your daily activities and the time they take. Okay. Then look at each of the activities and ask yourself these questions. There's 4 questions. I'll read them to you now, and then I'll go over them individually. Uh, One, is that thing you're doing necessary? Is it necessary? Number 2, is it appropriate? Is it appropriate considering your circumstances, your health, your family situation? Is it appropriate? Um, 2, 3, efficiency. Is it efficient? Is it an efficient use of your time? Is a better way to use your time? Do you have another way to juggle your resources so you don't spend as much time on that particular activity, or you delegate that activity? And 4, uh, you need to know some better ways to use your time. Okay. Um, you need to look at what you're doing after you've done that evaluation and say, what are the 3 or 4 things I could do better to improve my use of time? Okay. Um, Now you can think of time as a clock. Uh, Tick tock, tick tock. That kind of stresses me out to think of time as a clock. But you can also think of something valuable. Time is valuable, like coins, money. Um, or you can think of certain experiences are more important than others. Is what we're saying. Okay, if your your goal is to have more time with your family, then you want to evaluate your time that way. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to look at it, but let's look at the question number 1: is whatever you're doing necessary? Okay, has the task lost its usefulness over time? Like maybe something you used to do or you started doing was a good thing. It was important, but is it important any longer? For example, I write down every item we purchase in the house, or not item, but every time we got to purchase things, I put this in this category. I shopped, I did this, or if I write a check, I put it in this category. It could be insurance, it could be a mortgage. Um, is the way I'm doing it every single time, is it efficient, or think about it. I'll talk about this more. Next one. Besides having lost its usefulness over time, is there another way to get this done faster or a different way? Is it important enough for the amount of time it's using? Is it taking too much time? Well, let's take the example again of me writing down information. If I rarely look at that information, then it's just, you might say, is it really worth the time? Write all that down. There are other ways to get that information, possibly like your credit cards or looking at your bank statements. Okay. Let's see. Is it appropriate? Is it appropriate? Is what you're doing appropriate? For example, does it belong to my department? Am I doing something that will help me at work to work more efficiently? Am I using my time that way? Is it going to help what I'm doing at work or in my department? I can also ask, is it I'm a family? Is it really appropriate? Is it what the family wants, or what how they my time, how to spend. It's just like money. You say, I've been spending this on this membership. Maybe I should get rid of the membership. The family's really not using it. Okay. The same way with your time. If you're not really using it and you're just going through the motions, maybe there's a different way. You can say that this is not appropriate and spend less time on it. If it has to be done, for example, an administrator requires it, then maybe there's a form you can create that's much shorter and get to the point of the work hours and hours on it every week. I can think of, for example, certain teaching lesson plans. You could create a rubric where you put certain things into the form each time, and you don't have to retype it and that sort of thing. If you're not doing that, then it's a waste of time. You need to figure out how to do it shorter, even still. Next, is it appropriate to my skill level? Is the task too big for me? Am I spending too much time on this task because it is too big for me to handle myself? Again, you'll say, can it be delegated? Should I be paying somebody else to do this, or can I get a family member to help me do it, or somebody who's more of an expert in the field? For example, on YouTube videos right now, I would like somebody to train us, my wife and I, and how to edit videos. Okay, it would be very well worth it if we got somebody who teach us rather than us try to figure it out ourselves, because it's been a couple years and we haven't yet figured out that on YouTube. So if you want to teach us, send us your how to edit and do YouTube videos to us, and we'll consider sharing them with other people. The first two, remember, is it necessary? Two, is it appropriate? And the third one, is it efficient? Okay, I've mentioned efficiency already. Is there a better way to do it? Again, you could delegate. It could be there's a technology hookup. Maybe, for example, at school, I asked for last year, and I didn't get much help there originally. I asked for extra training on computers, programs, anything from Google apps to how to do calendars better, how to boxes, so you can be efficient about it, or find the software to do it, or invite somebody to train you again, so you can be more efficient. Okay, or build a rapport with somebody who can help you do that. So so that you can get those shortcuts done. If I take some time now to think of shortcuts and alternatives, will it save me time in the long run? Yeah. Well, it might take me a little bit more time to learn some new skills than I want to spend, but it may be worth it in the medium and long term. The same thing goes for things like electrical work around the house. Are there things I could do? There are some things I could do, but it wouldn't be efficient and it might be dangerous. That's another thing. So it covers the area of, is it appropriate or is it efficient? Okay, if I do certain things, it may be better to ask my wife to do them. Certain things she's much better at doing around the house than I am, and we could trade off. The fourth point, again, of the past the 3 rules of time management, I'll say the 3 rules again. Is it necessary? Is it appropriate? Is it efficient? A fourth thing you might want to look at is 3 more ways to make better use of your time. Number 1, discontinue low priority task. Okay, you only have so many hours in the day, and you need to discontinue low priority tasks, especially if they're taking up a lot of time. You can also find someone else to take some of the workload, delegate it. Maybe you can train your child to take over some of the duties around the house and reward them appropriately. Number 3, be more efficient at what you do. Okay, think about how you can be more efficient. For example, I waited till this time of year to create this series of videos, maybe in a day or in a short period of time that I could use and share over a period of weeks. All right, and this is what I recommend you doing too. So think about how you use your time. Think about whether you're doing is really necessary, especially anything you volunteered for. Maybe you shouldn't volunteer for it. Is it appropriate? Again, did you volunteer for too much? Is it much too difficult a project for you to handle by yourself? If so, you better ask for help. Is it efficient? Again, delegating will get you a lot further. And again, it may involve building relationships with somebody who can show you how to do things, so you don't have to train yourself on everything, and they can refresh your memory and keep you, when you have problems, that is, they help you troubleshoot. So all these things that I'd like to share with you again in other videos, but right now let's summarize the 3 rules of management. First, decide if whatever you're doing is necessary. 2, is it appropriate? And 3, is it efficient? 3 ways you can make a better use of your time are: discontinue low priorities, find someone else to take some of the workload, and 3, be more efficient at what you do. Okay, I hope you can be efficient, and hope you like this video. If you have any comments or any other ideas or links to share, please feel free to do that. Welcome again to those who are joining for the first time, our video series on From the Porch at the Stoda House. This is Kevin Stoda. Thank you for watching this Kevin Stoda channel, and we'll see you really soon.